Well, yes, I be 1760 or text message line for Bray. Na intimate Jibre and King Canina and Famao. Ma main house a brass said Asem Kesee a bro. Medinka there two and him say nay computer placement, which enquire free JHS echo SHS, a coin abe for computer faso, edg on Emma na on Duko to Sukua, to say one sefata in yao. In Sembisana in Sema AP film bana bibri, a bebusa era noche. Or computer placement ba IT sema wa bin ye or hopa onu dijuma T2 kesipa or kwadano movement from JHS to SHS na minister so be kan sa deputy minister education here chairman e be kan sa ebri woma etimi na abusa na semba ko anocha kwa ba ni mo ko de
yamena Adom
okay yanko hwe ni so de ba ye ne no nkomodi
to a particular school for a program. They send the number that they requested from the placement center. When they send, because of the number that will wish to go there, we also add extra. Placement will add extra number.
Why do you add the extra when they've given?
No, it's because this year particularly, the candidates were more, very large number, 440,000 candidates. And you'll be surprised to hear that 1,000 students, candidates wanted to go to a particular school.
That's the situation at Wesley Girls in Cape Coast. They asked for 500 and they received 700, 200 more extra. Now they are stranded. What happens to them? Because you want to push the numbers.
No, not necessarily pushing the number. We have calculated that extra 200, if you're saying that they requested for 500 and we have given them 700, the extra 200, we anticipate that they will manage so that no student is left without placement.
How will they manage?
No, you know, if at least your classroom could take 40 students, you can readjust so that at least 45 can be in a classroom.
As in overcrowding?
It is not. It is not. It depends on the largeness of the classroom.
What about, these are secondary schools, what about dormitory facilities and other facilities, dining hall facilities? Can they take the extra?
Well, particular schools, when you go to some schools, we know the schools, how large the schools are, the dormitories, the dining hall, and all the facilities on campus, we know. Ghana Education Service is aware of all those things before we send them.
But if you're asking them to compromise, 200 more is a lot.
What I want to say is that this is not the first time for the placement work.
But if you choose a school and the school is full, what happens? For instance, Wesley Girls, we heard of Infantipim, and the numbers will keep rising. And
I'm saying that there's a need for management. We trust our headmistresses and headmasters that they could manage, because we will not give you, the placement center will not give you a number that you cannot carry.
But they are rejecting. Wesley Girls, for instance, is rejecting 200 because they cannot manage the 200.
Well, I doubt if they cannot manage. They can manage. And so Director General met a delegation this afternoon, and we are going to investigate into that issue. Not only that place, any other place where there is a problem, we make sure that we send students who are qualified to that particular school, not only that school, but to all schools. We are telling the public that very soon we will come out with a message, press release on all these things.
How soon?
Tomorrow, by tomorrow. Management met, and we are inviting the people, the headmasters and headmistresses will address this issue, and parents will be satisfied. The students will also be satisfied. I'm assuring you.
Prior to putting the computerized placement in place, parents raised issues about the whole automation of it. They were concerned about the so-called protocol issues that it was supposed to address. Does it appear that it's failing and it's becoming a problem of its own?
I will not agree with you that it's failing. I don't know anything about protocol. I haven't gone anywhere. I have not received anything called protocol. So I'm not ready to address what we are calling protocol. We have 3-year system. How come that could not be managed? So it is mismanagement. If we can manage well, they can take all the students that had been sent to them.
Now, in our interaction with some of the parents, they claim that monies were taken in placing, their wards or their children with this computerized system.
Well, your statement, do you have any evidence to that?
Well, our reporter has been on the ground, and these are parents, frustrated parents, who are pouring out their hearts to him.
I have no message, no information about that. Collecting of money from people before placing them, I don't think it's ideal, and it's not done. I can't say that it's not done. Well, if somebody can come out and say that I pay this money to this person before the placement and all, I have not been placed, my word has not been placed, well, we'll take it from there. We need to sit down as parents, as stakeholders, to address. And I'm believing that this problem is not beyond the address of the Ghana Education Service, for that matter, Ministry of Education. Very soon, and my soon is from tomorrow, you'll see that most of these issues will be addressed.
So will you come out with solutions beyond asking the head teachers to manage the situation? What else?
It could be beyond.
Computer placement won't come and I hear an actual quickly. Sometimes, say, Yemi, one, me bunifu. Bibia Ghana 4% ye passport to cry, ye kwati kwai. Driving license kwati kwai. Bibia besia for kwati kwai. Why would a parent or a guardian about to use a computer and a placement? Now also this kind of placement. It happens?
Yo, I didn't say the Odi can no prepare na menu your mind sometimes those with so-called influential person. But this system no oma how bebre oma nka omo face omo to me and commit me ede omoma ana omo nuanom ana omo busuafo akọ school bia ensese ona nkwala no kran intimi enko based on their omo performance no na because system no omo kwan no most of them are finding ways of resisting or attacking or doing so many things that Bema system no accuracy badly. But this year until 2 days ago I a report fee Wesley girl say many students no among kono nka this year nka bibia ekoso na me pese me di bank one ayin so no yem fa 200 extra students into Wesley girls list so enye no kre yem fa 200 me stress on the number 200 into Wesley girls list so Wesley girls headmistress in the number onyaye and 200 extra. You to me for 200 extra.
It's a whole
yes, 200 extra is like a whole first year students.
Yeah.
You to me yes I no. Then yes I say 200 extra students. No. But said the Edika kind Afibia before a placement no. There were 3 major data tests I did Juma. The first one I am calling biodata. You can biodata omudi index number or date of birth. And a second one no the friend choice far ne kolano schools or machusu na ya allow kolabia mani choose 4 schools and a third data na vacancy declaration. First 2 datas no WAEC and a demand, but the last one vacancy declaration the number of students are school BI or Ghana Ghana Education Service Ministry of Education approve. So I'm running both the public and the private senior high school education system no omo de mayen entino afibia no your diet is diet of secondary education lettered come all the heads etro say mayen the number of students are betimi age per program in your school into say yan fan say Bob John Senior High School 4 programs or your business arts or your general arts or your science or your visual arts into headmistress
each course be only
my the number of students are betimi age per program. And the fan is 50 as 200. You just had it and we are Yentanaseke Enka say, Pope John am 200 into 290 at the Belgium. Yes, we are with Tima Omenam. A finding out say, number school with your mano, a son number never pen obey Magiana. A Torabia Timinia school bit me declare over what he or she can take. A bit with me declare under what he or she can take. And untino. Yehwe ye investigation ye ne exams cancel so edin kita ho say school we afi we nipa ahe no present for wasi because the a film no eno an ye betimi de aba say nipa 200 na film a ese say 200 eba it is a 200 film now my 150 you be sa question say identity schools need be genuine problems obi wo ha na nkola na ekono obekọ classrooms no na wapel you too much in a classroom into opeso ye the brain be friend decongestion into no one less number and no ye ni head indicator to me explain it train enti afiwe me deputy minister honorable Alesteme before every placement omiti hes no any ye ni omu go through their figures any rich consensus okay. Before you do report
so figure be a eco school be no mo gia to me
exactly
as na eco
exactly
okay mami who we placement no
me no ka say almost 98% of the placement and then yame Adom the list call out to some of the schools your friend will be more pap mop na involve two major issues akola bi wo ha time we choose school no na the parents one locality yam fan so much cry placement ni ba ya transfer ne papa ya transfer ne mama ko wa nti omo person mo ne akola ne ko
wa
it parent ni petition your officer it me share those issues no na ya solve and na friend more part of the placement no
okay
and no na ya ye ho adwuma wie akola bi nso our health issue it yes say obey school a obenya access to healthcare easily and also petition your officer it me share na ya solve am no
okay but obi so private school or say mo system no e na afa no because wakansi nsemu ana obi so asem nyina ne say enei mikura ikrata chere say ya family wo mighty japas jache pram so ana say school amekọ na adani girls school Wesley Day adani Kumasi Wesley girls enti ebe den ana sakrata mi ko school mo so a say uni ni list so udi so ma print out I dey dance say menya sa admission
and no be na no information ya so ye nya
okay 1 minute mama kai say you deputy minister nim but e brenti no bia na wo asem bi share e o mena sia 0302 211701 up to 4 ero anochi IT guru e computer placement adwumaku no ona ene na twetwe nkomo but wo asem bi say bia quickly e brenti 0302 211701 up to 4 yeba nti ebede na metime wo say ade krata ni krami mo so mi di in the list na na misaka krata
yo eno information ye nya bebre na eno na ebinim call Wesley girls na one of the peculiar examples about nti me use ono ye nya information say headmistress no say ontime nje the numbers ye de ama no ya agree no because me kai ye directors meeting no on the list that was given to her nti na me stress say it has never been a situation say the 200 extra so it can never happen and it has never happened. Ain't parents need be called hold on. I think they have a problem of reaching her. Until there was some disagreement as to Oma Omidin one board and also anyhow bedroom. But that issue has been resolved. There has been a press release that Director General release to that effect, telling all heads of institutions say they are supposed to admit Oma Omidin ewo omolest so. Okay. It is a obeko school be na udin wo listness udin wo notice board on some kwa there. May sure say head no ebe more admission.
Okay, but you say no more indicating raw score no more in so.
Raw score need and say because of transparency into no. Ye trail the 4 core subjects. E compulsory akola bia say or satisfy.
Then the parents be any question of person.
O ma hene. Ni asa trail. O say ye the 6 subjects and a placement no. 4 compulsory English, mathematics, social studies, and integrated science. Now you have 2 other best subjects. In terms of the raw score, you have now they account for no. Into placement form no, you indicate all those ones. Now you try say 4 core subjects in here, 2 other best subjects in so any. Now you dey na aka ho amount. Now you try 4 schools are uchusu ye. It will be placement form no so you try into 3. The first part no. Ye travel junior high school alcohol within any district junior high school ni wom na ya sa travel senior high school ye de wato o total raw marks e de course school no subject o kwakoye e wo sa school no over the middle part na ya sa travel say 4 core subject ni ye compulsory no any 2 other best subjects na ye de ka homa na last part na actual 4 schools one kasa uchusu ye.
I see. So I have this Ministry of Education, Ghana Education Service, computerized school selection and placement. What me who am some more indicating raw score no?
Yes.
I will have say. All right. So and they say still placement one says I a problem or work Japan who are some wait me afraid. replacement ho asema why no hefa ne fanfa
yo say wo Accra ha there obetimi abaye secondary education division your officers wo ha ya manpower so omonye in charge of this your district education officers your regional education officers in sunyina your officers wo ha omo receive such petitions. It is any issue pertaining to the placement okoye any of the education officers now omo hwe no matie wasem eye se omo tena so na yitimi ya omo forward some to Accra na yitimi ayama quickly.
I see me now I see finally but you are not the maybe say still there's an open door for petitioning say be a person or transfer or maybe our health conditions any other matters no you need to consider on that school.
Yeah obetimi dey buy a secondary education division.
All right. Well, here are not and the team come computer placement IT specialist now say that you come but make out say minister wa hanum say person be an education or be Japan or something na na 3-in-1 omo questions omo busa na omo team ya busa no what else upon this say sika FA for mo can $15,000 and $150,000
$15,000 US of A back.
But what you know George kai or say Sakra man edwuma ma extra mo kasado do extra $15,000 as gracia for 4 years FA mo tu na mo ye gbe oba sempa oba adome fema oba bedwema mo tu ya ne kana
say yanka mo asema ye bewu ana yanka mo asema ye bewu BBS
they take the extra.
In particular schools, when you go to some schools, we know the schools, how large the schools are, the dormitories, the dining hall, and all the facilities on campus. We know. Ghana Education Service is aware of all those things before we send them.
But if you're asking them to compromise, 200 more is a lot.
What I want to say is that this is not the first time for the placement work.
But if you choose a school and the school is full, what happens? For instance, Wesley Girls, we heard of and the numbers will keep
I'm saying that there's a need for management. We trust our headmistresses and headmasters that they could manage, because we will not give you, the placement center will not give you a number that you cannot carry.
But they are rejecting. Wesley Girls, for instance, is rejecting
2014 World Cup against it means that two January and Sema. Yes, as is can be nice. I question na.
Si can be na question.
And I won't say.
Mo susu no ana se mo se bi ne show.
4 years ago, mutuya $10,000 US, and a year after, almost $15,000.
No, obi
4 years ahead of us, and India, almost
but obi adwuma fie na or FA so what the $15,000 age and kwanya e problem.
You have free Liberty Professionals or honum on paper say that or director on chess can farm football bia kuma. That is what we are talking about. We say Alhaji Abdul Karim Gusa and I say new Edibiase president Abdul Salam Yakubu. One more na say will be our best football no na be executive committee member no kwana oja ne kwan say with the $15,000 man there. E be anya say bia because we investment on my football my wenim.
But he calls your bluff. Or say left to him alone.
O say kuma dey ni aba no. But I said left to him alone there. Left to him alone there.
Is it called more than that?
More than that. Kuma. Oh, you be
I see.
You be December about Nazia. Anti Nyame Adom commission report after 6 months time no. I say take effect. Wa say be on be so the court in Western Mexico. Anti ya no mo dia ba.
And the commission report na the say no.
Oh, say report no. Oh, ho kwan say Nyame Adom say bia kan fa ho bia no. Obetia kosa ho. Ti no, omo wi no maka.
December 6 months.
December 6 months now.
I see.
Reality I see you.
While as I cried, Jeff Sadaroma or the Agukesi Ebro. You could try a minute back, Waba, Eba, or Twasamo.